Hey everybody, welcome to the channel. Hey guys, we're your hosts Em and Jay, and today we're talking about Warner Brothers' terribly out-of-touch decision to re-release the theatrical version of Justice League in 4K, also known as the Josstice League, named after Joss Whedon for directing this hot mess. The Justice League is a very popular superhero team that was finally getting a live-action movie in 2017, and was being directed by Zack Snyder. Unfortunately, Zack Snyder suffered a personal tragedy during the movie's production when his daughter passed away, so Warner Brothers brought in Joss Whedon to finish the project, which sounds like it makes sense since he directed the first two Avengers movies, but he decided to rework the movie into something he wanted, even though a lot of it was finished filming. He did a bunch of reshoots, and what footage he did keep, he cut down a lot, and added a bunch of jokey dialogue that just didn't work, as well as removing scenes entirely that were really important, and mistreating cast and crew. Ray Fischer, the actor for Cyborg, and Wonder Woman's stunt double have both made some really serious claims against him. Ray Fisher's career was probably seriously harmed by all this, which is terrible. He also allegedly threatened to ruin Gal Gadot's career if she didn't do a scene where the Flash lands on her body, but she stuck to her morals and they used a body double for the scene. But it's also been alleged that he locked either Gal Gadot or her stunt double in a trailer and threatened her career that way. These are really serious allegations, and I would hope that Warner Brothers would be looking into them. It's really scummy that Warner Brothers would go along with Joss Whedon's inferior version to continue the DC cinematic universe over the much better Snyder Cut. The whole thing ended up being a disaster, and needless to say, fans were upset. This led to a fan movement asking Warner Brothers to release the Snyder Cut. Many people insisted that was impossible, claiming the Snyder Cut can't exist because it was allegedly not far enough into production to actually have a cut. But that ended up not being true, because eventually a Snyder Cut was released. Despite all the years they claimed that it couldn't happen and how they mocked fans, so that's ironic. In the end, we would say the Snyder Cut lived up to the hype. The dialogue and CGI effects were improved from the theatrical version. For example, Steppenwolf looks a lot better than he originally appeared, and the way his armor moves is a nice touch. They also downgraded his role as the main villain in the movie, introducing Darkseid and Apocalypse, which I personally think worked better, and the characters overall are treated much better. The movie is probably longer than it needs to be at 4 hours, and it does rely heavily on slow motion, which I get is Zack Snyder's thing, but I personally felt like it was overused. Also, a good portion of the movie focused on Cyborg's character, which is a good thing because originally he didn't have much to do, but I also feel like they probably could have just made a Cyborg movie the way they made Wonder Woman and Aquaman, but apparently Warner Brothers wasn't willing to do that, so Snyder just put it in this movie. Either way, it is pretty cool to see Victor get his dues in a movie, especially after the way the character and the actor were treated in the original cut, so it was good to see some vindication there. We finally got to see Zack Snyder's true vision. Unfortunately, Warner Brothers has decided that they will not be continuing with the Snyder Cut, which means the theatrical version is the canon version, and the one they're going to use for the DC cinematic universe moving forward. So the canon version doesn't have Cyborg's backstory, but it does have a bunch of cringy dialogue, among other terrible choices. This is clearly a mistake, but ever out-of-touch Warner Brothers believes this is the way forward. They're re-releasing the Josstice League in 4K right after the great success of the Snyder Cut, and now they're being downvoted. They really only have themselves to blame for this. They saw the success of the Snyder Cut and decided to ignore it? That doesn't make any sense. But here we are. Take my downvote, Warner Brothers. So those were our thoughts. What do you guys think? Are you baffled by Warner Brothers' decision to not make the Snyder Cut canon? Or are you not surprised by it? We'd love to hear from you, so leave a comment down below. Before we go, we'd like to give a shout out to our members: Caleb Nelson, Stutania, Tyrant Carnivore, Adam K, Shiny Orc Boy, Taylor Ramirez, The Rabbit Mancer, Dash Hound, Haley Kosheva, Ray Thulu, Hunter Rose, General Bolivar, Depth Charge Media, Samaru163, and Kopitio Bozinski. Thank you so much for your support. If you'd like to become a member, you can hit the join button next to the subscribe button. We also have Buy Me Coffee if you want to support us that way. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more content from us, you can hit like and subscribe to our channel. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you all in the next video. Bye everyone. Bye guys.